Did you know that the very milk sitting in your fridge, the one you thought was helping your bones, could actually be tearing them down? For decades, Americans have been told that milk is the ultimate health food, the secret to strong bones, steady energy, and even a sharp mind. But here's the shocking truth. After age 60, the wrong kind of milk can do the exact opposite. Clinical studies now show that certain popular milks, the ones seniors drink every single day, can quietly inflame your joints, spike your blood sugar, weaken your bones, and even accelerate memory decline. In fact, some researchers have found that the wrong milk can increase your risk of fractures and inflammation by over 40%. But before you swear off milk altogether, listen closely because not all milk is harmful. In fact, 3 specific types have been proven to do the exact opposite, strengthening your skeleton, calming inflammation, and even protecting your brain against aging. Today, we're going to reveal the 3 worst milks seniors should never touch again, and the 3 best milks you should drink daily if you want to stay strong, steady, and independent. So grab your glass, because this may change what you pour tomorrow morning. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. Part 1. 3 worst milk seniors should avoid. 1. Sweetened plant-based milks: almond, oat, soy. At first glance, sweetened plant-based milks look like the perfect solution for seniors who want something lighter than cow's milk. They're marketed as heart-friendly, easy to digest, and better for your bones. But hidden behind the colorful cartons and catchy labels is a quiet danger that most people over 60 never see coming. The problem is sugar. Many of these plant-based milks are packed with cane sugar, fructose, or syrups designed to make them taste more appealing. And while a younger body might shrug this off, after age 60, your insulin sensitivity naturally declines. That means every sip of sweetened almond, oat, or soy milk hits harder, spiking your blood sugar, adding belly fat, draining your energy, and quietly fueling type 2 diabetes. I'll never forget one of my patients, Mr. Thompson, a 72-year-old retiree from Ohio. He came to me confused, asking why his blood sugar was climbing despite cutting down on desserts. When we looked closely, we discovered his healthy morning habit: 2 tall glasses of vanilla almond milk with breakfast. He believed he was protecting his bones, but in reality, he was drinking the equivalent of several spoonfuls of sugar before 9 a.m. Within months, he had developed painful joint stiffness, constant fatigue, and early signs of insulin resistance. That's the price you pay when you trust the label without reading the fine print. And it's not just the sugar. Most cartons of sweetened almond or oat milk contain less than 2% of the real nut or grain. The rest is water, gums, thickeners, and artificial flavorings. So instead of getting the magnesium, vitamin E, or antioxidants your body desperately needs at this age, you're drinking a processed liquid that does little to protect your memory, bones, or joints. In fact, research shows seniors who rely on sweetened non-dairy milks are at far greater risk of bone density loss, arthritis flare-ups, and dangerous blood sugar swings. Think about it. You pick up that carton believing it's the healthier choice, but behind the scenes, it's robbing you of stability, clarity, and independence. Sweetened plant-based milk is a wolf in sheep's clothing, and for seniors, it's one of the most deceptive traps in the grocery aisle. But if you think this is the only hidden danger lurking in your fridge, think again. because the next milk on our list may seem trendy and harmless, yet it quietly steals your strength in an entirely different way. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. 2. Unfortified oat milk. Oat milk has exploded in popularity across America. Walk into almost any coffee shop in New York, Chicago, or Los Angeles, and you'll see it proudly advertised as the trendy, heart-healthy alternative. Seniors often choose it because it feels gentle, plant-based, and modern. But here's the unsettling truth. If your oat milk isn't fortified with calcium and vitamin D, it can quietly drain your strength instead of supporting it. After 60, your bones naturally thin at a faster pace. Calcium and vitamin D become lifelines, keeping your skeleton strong enough to prevent fractures that can rob you of independence. Yet most unfortified oat milks contain almost none of these critical nutrients. You drink it believing you're protecting your health, but in reality, every glass is an empty promise. Worse still, oats contain phytic acid, a compound that binds to minerals like calcium and magnesium, blocking your body from absorbing them. Over time, this means your bones grow weaker, your muscles lose power, and your balance becomes less steady. I think of Mrs. Ramirez, a 68-year-old grandmother from Texas who came to see me after experiencing 2 small falls in less than 6 months. She was baffled because she thought she was doing everything right. Every morning she added oat milk to her cereal, believing it was the healthiest choice. But when we tested her bone density, the results showed alarming thinning. Her daily healthy routine had been starving her bones of nutrients, leaving her vulnerable to fractures that could change the rest of her life. That is the price you pay when marketing tricks you into choosing style over substance. And it doesn't stop at bone health. Most commercial oat milks are packed with hidden carbohydrates that break down quickly into sugar. For seniors whose insulin sensitivity has already declined, this means dangerous blood sugar spikes and crashes. The fatigue, the brain fog, the stubborn weight gain around the waist, much of it can be traced back to this so-called healthy option. Add in the gums, oils, and stabilizers used to thicken the product, and you have a recipe for bloating, reflux, and gut irritation that steals your appetite and makes every meal feel uncomfortable. Unfortified oat milk isn't just a trendy drink. It's a nutritional trap that robs seniors of strength, energy, and stability. But if you think that's alarming, wait until you discover the next milk on the list, a deceptively comforting favorite that hides its danger under sweet, familiar flavors. 3. Flavored cows or lactose-free milk. For many seniors, flavored milk feels like a comforting treat. A glass of chocolate or vanilla milk brings back childhood memories, offering a sweet taste of comfort that seems harmless. And for those who struggle with lactose intolerance, flavored lactose-free milk appears to be the perfect solution, gentle on the stomach and delicious on the tongue. But behind that creamy sweetness lies a serious danger, especially for people over 60. The hidden enemy is sugar. Flavored milks often contain more sugar per serving than a can of soda. For an aging body already less sensitive to insulin, that flood of sugar can send blood glucose soaring, then crashing, leaving you weak, foggy, and drained. Over time, it doesn't just create discomfort. It accelerates the march toward type 2 diabetes, belly fat, and stubborn weight gain that makes every step harder. Add to that the artificial sweeteners many brands use, like sucralose, which disrupts the gut microbiome and has been linked to inflammation and joint pain. What begins as a simple glass of comfort can quietly trigger years of chronic struggle. I recall Mr. Jensen, a 70-year-old retired teacher from Florida who came to me complaining of constant fatigue and worsening arthritis. He couldn't understand why his energy had collapsed when his diet seemed healthy. It turned out that every evening he treated himself to a tall glass of strawberry lactose-free milk, believing it was safer for his digestion. What he didn't realize was that he was drinking spoonfuls of added sugar and chemicals that fueled his joint pain, spiked his insulin, and worsened his cardiovascular risk. Within 6 months, he had gained significant belly weight and saw his blood pressure climb sharply. That is the price you pay when sweetness masks itself as health. And it doesn't end there. To create the creamy texture people love, manufacturers often add hydrogenated oils and synthetic emulsifiers. These compounds interfere with fat metabolism, promote cellular inflammation, and damage cholesterol balance. Exactly what a senior with an aging heart cannot afford. What you think is a soothing drink is, in truth, a silent saboteur undermining your strength, your independence, and even your ability to stay active. Flavored cows or lactose-free milk isn't a harmless indulgence. It's a slow erosion of health that no senior can afford. But here's the good news. While some milks quietly sabotage your body, others can actually rebuild it, calming inflammation, strengthening bones, and protecting your mind. Let's turn the page and uncover the 3 best milk seniors should drink daily, the ones that can truly change your future. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going with point number 4. Part 2. 3 best milk seniors should drink daily. 1. Kefir, fermented milk. If there is one milk that deserves the title of a true healer for seniors, it is kefir. At first glance, it looks like nothing more than drinkable yogurt, but inside that glass is something far more powerful, a living fermented milk filled with dozens of beneficial bacteria and yeasts that can transform the way your body ages. As we grow older, our digestive efficiency weakens, our immune system slows, and our ability to absorb vital nutrients declines. That decline isn't just inconvenient, it's the reason why so many seniors feel weaker, more fragile, and less steady on their feet. Kefir addresses all of these challenges in a way no other milk can. Packed with more than 30 strains of probiotics, kefir restores the gut microbiome, allowing your body to absorb calcium and vitamin D, the 2 nutrients that determine whether your bones stay strong or become brittle. Clinical research has shown that seniors who drink kefir regularly experience improved balance, stronger muscles, and fewer falls, outcomes that can literally save a life. But it goes deeper than bones. Kefir contains vitamin K2, the critical nutrient that tells calcium exactly where to go in the body, guiding it into the skeleton instead of letting it clog arteries. Without K2, calcium can betray you, hardening blood vessels while still leaving your bones fragile. With kefir, your body uses calcium the way it was meant to, building strength and stability instead of harm. I think of Mrs. Howard, a 74-year-old widow from Michigan who came to me exhausted, plagued with digestive problems, and terrified of falling after a recent hip fracture. She began drinking a small glass of plain kefir every evening. Within 3 months, her digestion improved. She reported less bloating and her energy returned. More importantly, her follow-up bone scans showed measurable improvement, something we rarely see at her age. She told me with tears in her eyes, "Doctor, I feel like I've been given back a piece of my independence." That is the power of kefir. Kefir is not just milk. It's a living medicine that rebuilds from the inside out, calming inflammation, protecting the heart, and sharpening the mind. But while kefir may be the quiet healer, the next milk is an ancient, overlooked ally that can be just as transformative for seniors seeking comfort and strength. 2. Goat milk. Goat milk may not be the first carton you reach for at the grocery store, but for seniors, it can be one of the most powerful allies for health and independence. Unlike most cow's milk in America, which contains the A1 protein linked to digestive stress and inflammation, goat milk is made up almost entirely of the gentler A2 protein. For an older body, where digestion has slowed and inflammation is already creeping in, this difference is life-changing. Goat milk passes through the system more smoothly, reducing bloating, reflux, and cramping that so many seniors mistakenly accept as just part of aging. It is easier on the gut, but far from weak. It is deeply nourishing. Inside goat milk is a rich supply of calcium, phosphorus, and zinc, the very minerals that decide whether bones remain strong enough to protect you or thin enough to break from a single fall. It also contains medium-chain fatty acids, which are easier to convert into energy. For someone whose metabolism has slowed and muscles tire more quickly, that fuel means longer walks, steadier steps, and the energy to enjoy life again. But perhaps its most overlooked gift is selenium, a trace mineral essential for immune resilience and mood stability. Many older adults are deficient without realizing it, leaving them more vulnerable to fatigue, slow recovery, and even feelings of depression. Goat milk fills that silent gap. I remember Mrs. Carter, a 69-year-old retired nurse from Kentucky, who came to me with persistent stomach troubles and a deep fear of losing her mobility. She switched from conventional cow's milk to goat milk, and within weeks, her digestion eased. 6 months later, her energy was stronger, her mood had lifted, and she proudly told me she was walking her grandkids to school again. Her exact words were, "I thought my best days were behind me. Turns out, I just needed to change what was in my glass." That is the price you avoid when you choose goat milk over the harsher alternatives. Goat milk is not flashy or trendy. It is timeless, gentle, and powerful, a quiet companion for aging with strength. Yet even this remarkable milk is only part of the story, because the next milk on the list is not just gentle on digestion, but it actively protects the brain and bones in ways no other milk can. 3. Unsweetened fortified almond milk. When chosen wisely, almond milk can be one of the most powerful tools for seniors striving to stay strong and independent. The key is in the words, unsweetened and fortified. Without added sugars, almond milk becomes a clean, low glycemic drink that doesn't send your blood sugar on a dangerous roller coaster. And when fortified with calcium, vitamin D, and magnesium, it provides the exact trio of nutrients your bones and muscles need to fight back against the natural decline of aging. For someone over 60, where fractures can mean the difference between independence and a nursing home, that support is not optional. It's essential. Almond milk also carries another secret weapon, vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant. This fat-soluble vitamin protects the body from oxidative stress, one of the silent forces behind memory loss, muscle weakness, and the accelerated aging of tissues. Clinical research has shown that seniors with higher vitamin E intake experience slower cognitive decline and better memory retention. Every sip of fortified almond milk isn't just protecting your bones. It's guarding your brain, your independence, and your ability to stay sharp for the moments that matter most. I think of Mr. Wallace, a 66-year-old Vietnam veteran who came to me worried about joint stiffness and rising blood sugar. He had already tried giving up soda and desserts, but progress was slow. When he swapped his daily glass of flavored cow's milk for unsweetened, fortified almond milk, the change was remarkable. Within weeks, his blood sugar stabilized, his energy was steadier, and the stiffness in his hands eased. 3 months later, his labs showed improved control over prediabetes and he proudly told me he had started playing catch with his grandson again. "I didn't know something so small could give me back so much," he said. That is the reward of making the right choice at the grocery store. Unsweetened fortified almond milk is more than a substitute. It is a protective ally, guarding your bones, calming inflammation, and defending your memory. And when combined with kefir and goat milk, it creates a daily foundation for strength, clarity, and vitality. But here's the bigger truth. The milk you choose is never just about what's in the glass. It's about the life you want to live tomorrow. Let's bring it all together and uncover why these simple choices may be the key to staying strong, steady, and independent well into your later years. The milk you choose, the life you live. By now you've seen the truth. Milk isn't just milk. For decades, we were told that any glass of milk would protect our bones, sharpen our minds, and give us strength. But science has made it clear. After 60, the wrong milk can quietly steal your independence. Sweetened plant milks, unfortified oat milks, and flavored cows or lactose-free milks may taste comforting, but inside your body, they trigger inflammation, weaken bones, spike blood sugar, and accelerate the very decline you fought so hard to resist. Yet there is hope. Just as the wrong milk can chip away at your health, the right milk can rebuild it. Kefir fills your gut with probiotics that help you absorb nutrients and keep your bones strong. Goat milk soothes digestion, fuels your muscles, and provides minerals that guard your immune system. Unsweetened fortified almond milk delivers the calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, and vitamin E your body craves to stay sharp and steady. Together, these milks do more than nourish your body. They protect your freedom to live life on your own terms. I have seen it time and again in my patients. A small change in what they pour into their glass each morning can mean fewer falls, steadier balance, clearer thinking, and the energy to enjoy grandchildren, travel, and the everyday moments that make life rich. The choice may seem small, but the price of ignoring it is enormous. Broken bones, chronic disease, and a loss of independence that no one ever expects until it is too late. So take a look inside your fridge today and ask yourself, is this milk helping me or hurting me? Because every sip is either building your future or breaking it down. The power is in your hands, and the time to act is now. Your bones, your brain, your independence, they are worth protecting, one glass at a time. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with one. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.